Hello, my last gamer. Welcome to the video. I just wanted to let you know I do have a Discord and a Twitter if you ever want to interact with me or say hi or have a conversation. And if you ever want to catch these videos live, head over to my Twitch and my Kick and come hang out. I sometimes don't talk. That's unfortunately one of my mini quirks. Is my inability to formulate thoughts as my brain focuses in on what I'm doing, and then I'll just forget to speak. So I'm always up to hang out and chat with anyone that stops by. So hope you enjoyed the video. Welcome to Citizen Sleeper 2. I've never played Citizen Sleeper 1, but I have watched someone play the entirety of Citizen Sleeper 1. Uh, to the point where it's like, okay, I don't want to get the game because I already know everything about the game and all the lore and all this wonderful stuff. And the game doesn't really change from what I can ascertain from the first one. But since I don't know anything about the second one, I do like how the mechanics of the game work. It's all about a bit essentially time management and dice management. If this doesn't explain what exactly a Citizen Sleeper is, or, well, I don't even know if they're called that. Anyway, they are a person that made the unfortunate decision of selling their conscience to a corporation. And so they now have essentially own your consciousness in perpetuity, and they could replicate it and put it in droids. And you work infinitely as a android for these corporations. You and your consciousness. And escaping has consequences from the corporations. One, you will be tracked down, and two, tracked down and either terminated or reacquired. And two, there is certain chemicals that you need to survive. Now, there's a way to apparently fix this. The first game, I don't remember all of the stuff how to fix this, but technically you can fix yourself to not need those chemicals anymore. Or at least find a way to substitute. Now, I don't really know the story of Citizen Sleeper 2. All I know is you're on a ship with somebody else. Broken dice, death is disabled. That doesn't sound fun. Although I don't know what I'm doing, so death being permanent sounds like a bad idea. Plus all these extra. So I'm assuming this is easy, normal, and difficult. So we have three operators, or, well, androids to pick from. We have the machinist sleepers are built to repair and modify automated systems using corporate rules of extraction. Machinists are very skilled engineers, but their sleeper means they often struggle with tasks requiring direct approach and social engagement. Their focus skill allows them to focus on a single task and boost their dice to excel. Sleepers assigned to machinists are usually work diligent, careful, and structured people. Plus 1 stress, +2 to the lowest facing die, or lowest focus die. -1 stress on positive outcome. So, essentially cannot socialize to save their life. Uh, focus a key stress to focus on action dice. Reboot. Crew stress. Reroll your action dice. 1+1 stress. Reroll the lowest dice. Operator. Operator sleepers are built to work drones and remote machines over large local networks to perform corporate resource extraction from a distance. Operators have experience in working interface rebooting systems, but are physically fragile than other sleepers. Their reboot allows them to hack systems to roll dice. It's risky but potentially a powerful move. Sleepers assigned to operator work usually cerebral and precise people. And then we got Extractor. Extractor sleep is built to work at the coal face of corporate resource extraction, often in a hard vacuum environment. Extractors have high level of physical endurance, but their confidence means they struggle with the task requiring intuition. The rally skill allows them to motivate those in their team, boosting the crew's dice. Sleeper is assigned to extraction, often confident, self-sufficient, and have high level of self-endurance. Crew stress to boost your crew dice. I think I'm gonna go with the engineer. In the moment before waking in the dark space, before conscious thought, you struggle to find the pieces of yourself. Usually these pieces come with a particular cadence, each appearing subsequently like the boot process of an old terminal. First, your body, artificial and compromised, but relaying sense data all the same. Then context, the breath, the breeze of air filtration, the soft contact of your breath in 0G, the emotion coming into focus, coming into your body, bringing with it the first instinct, the one that has framed your past 100 cycles, fear. But the familiar sequence does not arrive. Instead, you are unmoored in space, your body distant, your context silent, even motion somehow obscure and scattered. Amongst all that disarray, one familiar thing arrives, fear. And a scramble of panicked fear, the drowning fear, the falling fear, the fear that makes reach desperately for any stable point, and the fear, it is the fear that tells you something's wrong, something is very wrong with you. Wake up, sleeper, the voice whispered in your ear. Act makes you suddenly aware of your head pulsating, your body rigid with tension. Sleeper, familiar name, a mind copied, emulated, a body built, implanted, one person sleeping until their debt is worked away, their double being made to work to be consumed and then eventually destroyed, a proxy, an emulation, a sleeper. It is what you are. Like, escaped, do you remember that now? Broken free from corporate creators. SN art. In search of a future. You cannot remember the details of your escape, but you know the fear has been with you ever since. All of a sudden, you remember you have eyes, and your eyes flicker open. Lane. The pale face of Lane, the name comes with its own specific sensation of fear. Once you recoil instinctively, sorry to interrupt a sharp spark, but this ends here. Search your mind for more than a name. Is this how you reward me for my generosity? Lane leaning over your horizontal floating body, looking down your eyes. I took you in to protect you, gave you purpose. You try to look away, but in the corners of your vision, something you understand. Your body does not respond. Suppose that wasn't enough. He reached into his pocket's jacket and received a small vial. This wasn't enough. The vial glitters the object you know for a long time. Stabilizer. The drug that keeps your mind, keeps your artificial body and your emulated mind from inevitable decay. The only balm that planned for your planned obsolescence. The liquid rolling through your veins or rolling in the vial fills you with disgust. Lane pockets the vial. What do we waste on you now after what you have done to this body of yours? He looks at you with palpable disgust. Lane scans your body. As they do, you become aware that the wires and tubes attach you, those that were meant to free you from your dependence from the stabilizer that controls and grants the controls it grants Lane. They are free, you piece of shit. They don't understand. They don't need you anymore. The voice comes from somewhere else behind Lane's head. It's a voice that you know, but search for your mind trying to understand why. You find only dizzying darkness. Shut him up, barks Lane. Lane barks command. You hear a sound of impact and pain from outside the room. You try to move your limbs again, but this time you feel a flicker, the twitch in your finger. You feel the extinction and compression of synthetic muscle. Free are you? You were free when I disabled your tracker, when I gave you the stabilizer you needed. He scanned. Now you aren't free. You're just broken. I said you had plans for you, Sleeper. I invested in you. Lane grips your arm hard. Little jolt reaction. You will your arm to move, but you have ruined all of that. Lane speaks louder. Over the sound of a struggle behind him. I'll try to preserve your body, of course. I have my own uses for it, but your emulation? You want to feel your hands searching behind your head. He rips the thick cable running for your skull. I will burn that out. Lane jerks forward, slamming across your body, spinning away out of sight. You feel yourself rolling, the cable plugged into the back. Plugged into you, looping and wrapping around your limbs. When your hand, then you feel hands steadying you, pulling cables. You glance around wildly and see someone digitally unplugging you. You meet his eyes. Hey! He waved his hands in your desk. We need to move. Lane won't be out for long. Loops the cables around your wrist. Sleeper, help me out. You blink slowly. Do you know this person? Leans over and you feel his hands, a connector flipping, looking switches, releasing locks. Come on. He tugs. The connector is clear and you pull you up. You see a room you were in, first time filled with tech and terminals, wires being everywhere, all lit by big windows looking out over an possibly bright screen filled street beyond. The corner you see a dark shape of a floating body surrounded by glittering coalescence of crimson baubles. Is that blood? Move! You are wrestled and shoved towards the door, which slides open in front of you, and then you are out. All the brightness, all that movement. You're gliding hard towards some unknown destination. Come to a stop in the dark alley. One guides you, pausing, catches breath. He doubles over beside a massive support unit that sends lukewarm breeze across your skin. You stared at him, trying to recall anything about him. You notice tattered jacket, his lightweight clothes. Remember, this station runs hot. Something about power that flows through the place. He looks up and meets your eyes. What's going on, Sleeper? He wipes his sweat. Talk to me. Who are you? Don't mess with Sleeper. That's not funny. He looks concerned. What station are we on? His eyes narrow. His eyes. He narrows his eyes and waits for an answer. Close your eyes, try to recall. You force your way through the dark to an image of a station of a city, glowing back at the vast set of hexagonal solar cells. Shadowed by them, you open your eyes. Dark side? The word leaves your mouth like exhale an instinct before you heard yourself. It sound out. You don't know. Before you heard yourself sound it out, you don't know it was there. Sighs. And me, who am I? See something like fear in his eye, panic, perhaps. Stare at his face, slight upturn of his mouth, intensity of stare, nothing comes to mind. His eyes close and drops his head, putting his hands on his temple. The reboot. He speaks quietly to himself. Blaine interrupted the process, and he lifts his head and stares at you. We keep going. We need to leave. He turns, kicks off down the alley. Come on. The rig can't be far. Is led through the passages and service way to the station. Try to recall your life here. The texture and temperature of dark side feels familiar. Feels familiar, but you struggle to pin a specific memory to it. I will be right back, because I'm getting interrupted. Right back. I've been reading through all of this because I'm assuming I paused the fucking... I actually am fucking mad. Hi Zazie, I'm angry. I'm flipping tables because you probably came in here and hearing absolute silence. I'm so mad that I have been reading all of this and just none of it's on fucking recording. I'm actually fucking pissed off. That was probably 30 minutes ago. Motherfucker. Alright, I'm ending the video here because... fuck my life. So I can't go back. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a subscription, leave a comment, a like. Maybe head over to my Twitch and Kick and follow me there and say hi. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day.
The night is young, but it feels so old.